I am your public school in Licking County. I am part of a 200-year-old institution that has enabled America to become one of the strongest countries in the world. I am made up of many people.
I am as diverse as this great country, diverse in socioeconomic class, ethnicity, religion, gender, heritage, and more, but passionately united by knowledge.
I am helping raise a new generation. The public schools of Licking County consist of 51 buildings in 11 districts, covering more than 680 square miles. Licking County Public Schools embrace more than 26,000 children.
Some of you would judge me by test scores, but actually a test measures only one dimension of a student's development. Only in that subject on that day and depending on whether
that student tests well. No Child Left Behind tests don't include subjects like foreign language, music, art, drama, history, government, or vital extracurriculars.
My average ACT test score is over 21, with nearly 60% of our students participating.
My students rate academically as well as any in the state. My performance rating on state tests is nearly
10 points higher than the state average. I graduate over 1,600 students each year, and many
earning state and national awards, recognitions, and scholarships for academic performance.
Many of my students will graduate from high school with a significant number of college credits which were obtained at no cost to their parents.
My students compete with the best in the state, nation, and the world. My students outscore students in the average charter school.
And I am held accountable by my school boards for every dollar spent, wisely using the funds to most appropriately benefit the students and the community.
50 Licking County citizens serve as members of my boards of education. Some say that private school tuition is less costly than funding a student in the public schools. Did you know Ohio taxpayers contribute over $600 per year for each private school student? Yet private schools are mandate-free. Unlike them, state and federal mandates require me to provide special education, counseling, career tech, dropout prevention, bilingual education, compensatory education, health and psychological programs, transportation and security.
I work tirelessly to reach all students, but often my pleas for more funding for early childhood education go unheeded, while billions of dollars are earmarked for more tests. I don't want any of my students to fail, but if they do, it isn't for lack of trying by the administration, teachers, and support staff who are among the most dedicated, lowest paid in the industrial democracies of the world.
Compared to other industrialized nations in the world, America is 8th in K-12 funding and 22nd in teacher pay. The miracle is that our doors are open to all children, and most of them are reached not by textbooks, but by educators who know there is more to a child's life than rote learning. For thousands of little kids, the only hug they get is at school.
More basic than a hug, many needy Licking County children have found decent clothing, winter coats and hats in my schools. Much of this clothing is donated by students, staff, and parent organizations. Many of my teachers spend their own money for basics like workbooks and pencils for these children. Safety is a #1 priority. Yes, sometimes my corridors have known random acts of violence, but research tells us a child is safer at school than he or she is at home.
As your public school, I am a second home to many children before and after school. I provide breakfast early in the morning as well as after-school programs to support working parents. For many of these children, the hot breakfasts and lunches they receive in my cafeterias are the only meals they may eat that day. But I feel better knowing they go home with food in their stomachs and the power of education in their minds.
Some parents send me children who are unwanted, unwashed, unloved. Many of the children who drop out of my school have tough lives at home. Some are plagued with dependency on drugs and alcohol. Some are abused and neglected. Some mock our athletic programs and say they are not essential, but for many youngsters, my coaches are their only role models. Teamwork and sportsmanship are enduring principles that so many of our graduates have translated into successful careers and successful families.
Our athletic programs are music, drama, art, and other co-curricular programs compete well against others in the state, bringing home recognitions for excellence and providing quality experiences for applying academic understandings. I transport and educate children of all shapes, sizes, and levels of ability. Those who use wheelchairs, the gifted, the average students, and the disabled. Licking County schools enroll more than 500 students for whom English is a second language. Amazingly, they speak more than 15 different languages. We welcome all children, whatever gifts they bring. We play no favorites.
Licking County Public Schools educate more than 3,500 special education youngsters. If your heart ever needs a lift, spend time with a person with multiple handicaps who is gainfully employed thanks to public education. For most of my students, Licking County Public Schools are their best hope for future success. It's my responsibility to help them make their hopes and dreams become a reality, a responsibility I take seriously.
My career education programs are ranked among the best in Ohio for OGT passage, high school diploma attainment, and career technical skills assessment. I prepare students for the career world and college, as well as offering training to adults and business and industry through my Adult Education Center. I provide the foundation that allows our students to succeed in the careers of their choice, preparing them for the jobs of the 21st century.
I raise heroes too. Firefighters, police officers, union members, emergency workers, 90% of them are public school graduates. Those soldiers on the front line represent our public schools. Public schools always have provided the men and women who fight our wars and defend our shores. An unusually high number of my teachers have gone to school in Licking County and have returned to teach here. This is a testament to the spatial quality of our community. Licking County is a great place to raise a family, and it's also a great place to locate a business because of the quality of life, the availability of a workforce with a strong work ethic, and a good intellectual foundation.
Thanks to the vision of our forebearers, America had a 100-year head start on every other nation in creating universal free public education. Today, it is the finest system in the industrialized world. I leave no child behind, but some of you would dim my lights, leaving in the shadows the poor, the blind, the lame, and the developmentally disabled. Some of my citizens have lost sight of this vision. Some have forgotten the value of resources from all used for the common good. Some businesses take for granted the role I play in making them profitable.
Our dream is that all citizens realize that the public schools of Licking County are united, strong, and successful. We dedicate our time, energy, and lives to impact the lives of your children in positive ways. Whatever your opinion may be of public schools, we will continue to stand proudly in our neighborhoods. Public schools are the one American institution that is open to all children equally, embracing the finest educators, administrators, and support personnel in the world, dedicated to helping our children realize the American dream.